Hi, this is Mimi, born to sparkle and shine. I just want to talk today about what the quarantine has taught me. It's important, I promise. It's this. What? Why? So, so basically, we were looking for toilet paper, just trying to find toilet paper, not like trying to hoard it. And we just were getting whatever kind was on the shelf, which usually was only one choice, sometimes two choices. Just getting, we're not toilet paper snobs. I just normally buy the same kind. I buy all these brands. It's not even like I'm going fancy, or Costco. I did not know there were so many different types of toilet paper. I had no idea. Like the one with the ridges. What is this? What are these ridges? I'm not saying brands because I'm not trying to promote toilet paper. I like this one actually. This is a pretty good one. But why are there ridges? Like they work this hard on toilet paper? This is gonna go into a toilet. But first onto poop and then into a toilet. So this is ridges. I kind of like this one. But this is ridges. And this was like kind of thick, but it's weirdly small. So that's what it is. Hush. Then you have this toilet paper. What is this? This is like a quilted situation. It's really strange. It is quilted. It is like a quilt. I don't like it at all. It's soft and it's really powdery and fluffy. Not a fan. I don't even know what brand. I have no idea what the brand is. We just grab what we could find so we could like actually stay like a clean, situation. But this one, quiltedness, and just you can see the powderiness. You can see it. It's everywhere. It's all over the house. It just feels like, ugh. Like the bathroom now looks dusty when we use this one. Don't like this one. I mean, we're gonna use it. We're not wasteful or anything. We're not gonna, And I couldn't find one of the ones we had, but it was so thin. It was like paper. Like if it even got wet with any, waste product, it was like paper. You could see through it. It was said it was 2-ply, but it had no ply. It wasn't even cheaper. It just was the only kind they had there, so we were kind of stuck getting it. And we were just trying to get it as we go. We'd get one. We weren't trying to get like 30. We were just trying to get enough toilet paper to supply a household of 3 people. Me, my wife, and my stepson, who's an adult. And then there's this situation. Camera problem. There's this situation. I don't know what this is either. It's got little roses actually are. There's roses on it. Roses on it. I don't understand why you'd put roses on something. Like, this is to attract people because it's not useful or pertinent in any way. But there's roses, like little roses designs on it, on toilet paper. And then the ones we didn't get, they had scented, like lavender. What are you trying to cause? A yeast infection? Why do you have scented toilet paper? I remember back in the day, my grandmother had pink because she had a bathroom that was all pink. The sink was pink, the towel was pink, everything was pink. She had a mint colored bathroom and she had mint toilet paper in there. It was like mint. I think the pink one actually, pink toilet paper was actually like rose scented. Well, then you have the mint bathroom she had. The mint bathroom had green toilet paper, like mint green toilet paper. No, mint, my dog is harassing me. Mint green toilet paper. So I don't know how she found all these toilet papers, but she did. The mint one I don't think had a scent to it, but every time I go over there, I would have problems down in my nether regions. And my mom finally figured out it's because I was at her house with all this toilet paper with color and dye on it. But like, she didn't have white toilet paper. She had no white bathrooms. So she had no white toilet paper. So she even had that little crochet doll that goes over on top of it. The dress covers the toilet paper to hold the extra toilet paper. And it was pink. It was like made out of yarn. And it had like a little doll head on it, a little doll arm sticking out of it. I don't know if they still have those, but I remember she had that. So I don't understand scented toilet paper. What's the point of that story that went down the street and around the corner? I don't understand the point of scented toilet paper or toilet paper with dye on it. Or I don't get it. Back in the day, feminine products, I don't know if they still have these, had a scent to them. Like they had scented and unscented. I just knew don't go with scent. When I got, this story is going backwards. When I got to college, all my college roommates had douches, feminine products, Massengale douches. I didn't know what it was. I called my mom and I said, what is that? What is this? Because I've been to a doctor, had health care, and she's like, oh, no. Your body is a self-cleaning oven. Do not put things up in there unless your doctor has given you a medical reason and medicated things to put up there. Don't put anything up there. There's a self-cleaning oven. My mom's gonna be so embarrassed. Don't put anything up there. And all my roommates were putting that up there and scented, and they were all different kinds of scents, like vinegar, and some were like different kind of flowery scents. And they had like the mega pack, like the 12 pack they brought with them to college. It was like I brought my makeup and I brought my lotions and my cleaners for my face and soap, regular bar soap. And they brought douches. I didn't know what this was. I had no idea what this was. I guess my family had taught me or didn't ever expose me to it because they didn't think it was a good idea. Either way, they were using them actually for a form of birth control. This story's going way down the street around the corner now. They were thinking if you had, intercourse and were exposed to, male sperm, male sperm, it's not female sperm. Anyway, that you could flush it out. And I'm thinking you're probably flushing it up in there further. When I was in college, though, I had been exposed to a lot of things as a young child. I've been exposed to my best friend's dad, who had HIV. And so my mom had continued to tell me to go over there. We're going to hang with this man. This illness is not contractable by being around people. So we'd have dinner with him. He would still take me to band with his daughter. His daughter told me about that he, cheated on her mom, come back with this illness. She explained the illness to me. I went and got more education on it. And my mom wanted to make sure that he wasn't ostracized by us like he was going to possibly be by the rest of the neighborhood. I was very young. So this is 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. Back when we didn't know what it was. There was no medications for it. It was just watch people die. There was no treatment, no care. Anyway, so I was exposed to HIV very young. So I got a lot of education on sexually transmitted diseases at a young age. So when I got to college and all my friends were less educated on sexually transmitted, I started having talks in my dorm. So in my dorm, we'd sit and we'd have like popcorn. We literally had popcorn or pizza Friday nights. And we'd sit around and talk about it and explain the information I had, and I would try to get information to give them. And I would, give them education on, this is what, make sure you're using protection because you can get these illnesses. And even with protection, you can get other illnesses like herpes and things that still have contact. Skin contact is still part of the deal even with a condom on. Spermicidal jellies, all these things. Because my mom had educated me. She had wanted me to have the best education about that. She even took all my friends to get education. She took them all when she found out they were sexually active and at a very young age, took them to the doctor to get them education because they were having unprotected sex and I'm sure contracting illnesses. So she took them to the doctor without their parents' knowledge to get sexual education and health care, like to make sure they were healthy. So my mom was very open about that kind of thing. I was 13 when my best friend got pregnant. This is what I think led her to realize, we need to educate these kids. I don't know how she became an advocate. Anyway, so I became an advocate in college. I started having these talks in my dorm about sexually transmitted diseases and all that kind of stuff. People would come to me and say, can you go talk to my boyfriend about blah, blah. I have these bumps now. And I'm like, so I'd have to go talk to these people. Hey, come over here, blah, blah. Let's talk. Andre, come over here. Let's talk. And I would talk to Andre about it, and he'd go get medical care. And then we'd find out what this has been my life. I do not know why I didn't sign up for this. So anyway, the people in the dorm found out what I was doing. So they gave me an auditorium and said, hey, go talk to these kids. So it was kind of like a hangout thing, but I would go up on the stage of this auditorium and talk about sexually transmitted and answer questions. So maybe I made a difference. I don't know. My whole life, though, I've been around HIV. My ex family member had it. Ex meaning my ex cheated on me, and so I'm no longer part of that family. But for years, I was part of a family that had a close case of HIV. I'm not revealing anybody's name. It's not their, but not your business. So I would, if they got sick, I would try to go help them because I'm not bothered by it at all. I don't have any weird qualms about it. But I think because of my past exposure to it, I was around a lot of people that were very promiscuous in the gay environment, and they contracted HIV, and that was probably college level too. So I was exposed to it a lot, and I would go sleep with them, meaning comfort them as they were sleeping in their bed, not having unprotected sex or anything. Nowadays, though, the medicine they have is awesome. It's very expensive, and it's kind of like a situation there, but they have medicine that can help them be negative on any test, but you still have to be safe. And don't forget about, you can take, there's a new medicine, I can't think of the name of it, of course, where you can guard yourself against it. So there's, I'll think of it later and put it up if I can. But though, talk to your doctor. If you are having intercourse, talk to your doctor. I don't know why this story's going this way. But toilet paper was the beginning of my story. It was actually about toilet paper. But make sure you're educating yourself and not just blindly going out there. And don't listen to your stupid friends. Listen to a reputable source. I actually went to the place everybody hates, Planned Parenthood. I never got anything but education there and physical health care. They figured out I was pre-diabetic in college. They did testing on me for diabetes. I got other, they gave me prophylactic devices. They gave me just tons of education. I felt like they were very helpful. In my college town, there was a person running around giving syphilis out for fun. They were like, I guess, angry at the world, so I don't know why they didn't just go get treatment, but they had tons of cases of syphilis in my college town because somebody was running around trying to give it to everybody. So I was going and getting even extra prophylactics and giving them out to people. Like, just put this on. It's not worth it. That little feeling difference is not worth it. So somehow, I'm the sexual transmitted diseases guru in college, and I'm in an auditorium, and there's popcorn and there's sodas, and we're talking and trying to educate people. People tend to come to me with things that I don't know why, but like strangers will come up to me and ask me questions. I guess I look like I have sense, even though I know I have very little knowledge. I always say I know a lot. I know a little bit about a lot of stuff. Because if I see something, I'll be like, ooh, I bet there's a book about that. Let me go read that book. I'm big on audibles. So I'm the kind of person that won't like leave something alone. Like, I'll go down a rabbit trail. Like, one day I was like, where do they get hair for weave? And I'm not a weave wearer, but I'm not bothered by weave wear. I would if I wanted to. I just like short, and I don't like it touching me and stuff. But they get weave from like, it was real hair, from like women who are in like countries who don't have any money, and they will sell their hair, or the hair will be taken from them without their permission, and they're not paid. And it was don't push that button. If you want to Google something, don't Google that one. It was very bad. Very unscrupulous people gathering the hair, and very unscrupulous people selling the hair, and just whatever. And it's all for American stereotypes of beauty. I have natural hair, but I know my hair is a very loose curl because my mother is Caucasian and my father's African American, some African American. Anyway, I spent my whole life thinking I was half African American and half Caucasian. And it came out when I did the DNA test. And I did 2 DNA tests, and the testing showed I'm only 23% African American. So my African American father, who is a pretty good shade of chocolate, he is not actually all African American. He's got to be a lot less than half. So it was interesting. It kind of changed my thought and my identity process. I'm over it now, but it was very weird. I went to my mom and jokingly said, "You lied to me my whole life and told me I was half black, half white, and I'm not." And anyway, it was kind of a strange situation to be exposed to the concept of you are not what you think you are. And it doesn't matter. Because, I mean, in America, I've been told by my African American step grandmother, if you got a drop of black blood in you, you're black. Okay? So I think people in shadeism and people being racist about different shades, and I have my own, shadeism issues. So I'm not saying I'm like it or something. Everybody has some kind of racism of some sort, or some kind of, I don't like this because of that, or xenophobia or whatever. So just, be aware of your reality. When I'm around people that are very xenophobic, especially against people of the Indian culture from India, I am kind of like, because I deal with a lot of Indians, and I love them. I love all people, but I mean, I really do understand them more, because at my job, I'm the vegetarian nutritional coach, and because I'm a vegetarian. And so I deal with a lot of people who have vegetarianism is in their culture and in their religion. So I deal with a lot of people of different races, like Pakistan, Persian, all this stuff. So it really does like shock me. I usually keep my mouth shut unless I feel led to like say, hey, that's enough. I don't tend to hang around with people anymore, though. Another thing, if you don't have pets, that's one thing. You don't have pets. But if you don't like pets, if you don't like animals, we're done. We're done. I cannot be friends with someone who doesn't like pets. My best friend, Marcella, she had no pets, but she liked pets. She just wanted to make the best decision at the right time for herself. So that's different. So she eventually got a dog, whatever. So I cannot deal with people who don't like pets. I do not know what it is. There's something wrong, in my personal opinion. And this is, I guess, a stereotype. If you don't like pets, Mm-mm. Not that you don't have them, but if you don't like them. Because if you don't have them, you may be making the best decision for your lifestyle. But if you don't like pets, when I see somebody, oh my gosh, when I was little, that young, I was going on a date, and this person walked into my home. My mother was there, and they were meeting my mom, whatever. And they go, "You let your cats run free in the house?" And I was like, I let my cats run free in the house. Anyway, I went on that date, spent as much money as I could, as much money I could, because I was never talking to them again. I was going to get me a good movie and a good dinner. And nothing else was happening because I could not believe this. It's the top level. When I was very little, like very little, my mother would make choir dresses for churches, and the preacher's wife came over, and we had pets everywhere. So I always had pets. I had Great Danes, guinea pigs, everything. And the preacher's wife said that animals don't go to heaven. My mom said I went off on her because everybody got their thought process. Nobody can prove to me what's in heaven or what's in hell, or if there is a heaven. Nobody can prove that. So how dare you tell a child that there are no animals in heaven? What difference? We're not asking for like satanic rituals. We're saying, I don't know why I don't even know what the conversation was that brought that up for this woman to say there's no animals in heaven. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Anyway, I have lots of views. I don't know that you need to hear my views. And my story went all wonky because I was really thought I was going to be talking about toilet paper. So anyway, why are there so many toilet papers was the whole point of my story. And then I went down the street and around the corner and down a couple of rabbit trails sideways. So this is Mimi, born to sparkle and shine. I doubt you're going to listen to all this because we had dogs barking and cameras falling. But I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please like it, comment down below, and share with your friends. I'd love to keep doing this if y'all want to keep hearing it. I enjoy doing it. It helps me. It's therapeutic. So if you like it or not, I'm probably going to keep doing it. Wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, and get some rest. Bye-bye.